All right. So, Senate President has come out to slam Peter Obi over the statement that he made during Pa Eddie Clark funeral, whereby he said that the labors of our heroes past are now in vain. Recall that Peter Obi made that statement considering the economic situations and the low infrastructural output and what's the hardship in the country. Well, Senate President has taken it upon himself to slam Peter Obi over that statement, telling him to go and fix his party, the small party, the smallest party in the country. Like he has not been able to manage it, not to talk of aspiring to manage a whole nation. Well, this has caused a whole lot of arguments on social media. I like you to watch what Rufai and Abbati has to say about this. They both has a different opinion concerning this, but just watch this video. I'll be right back. Don't forget to share your opinion respectively on the comment sections. Please do well to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed to us yet. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio has urged Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 elections, to address internal conflicts within his party before making divisive statements about Nigeria. Akpabio spoke during the valedictory session in honor of the late Edwin Clark, criticizing Peter Obi's recent remarks, suggesting that the efforts of Nigeria's past heroes were in vain. Let's take a look.
When somebody makes a statement that the labors of heroes past are in vain, I beg to disagree. Let our brother Peter Obi show leadership like Edwin Clark did by resolving first the crisis in the Labour Party. For a man who wants to run Nigeria, you have one of the smallest parties in Nigeria, and you cannot even resolve the crisis in that Labour Party. Is it the crisis of Boko Haram that you will come and resolve in Nigeria? I would like us to be known for what we did when we had the opportunities. As I speak now, I can tell you about the dualized thoroughfares in my state. I can tell about the flyovers in my state. I can tell about the best international hospital in my state. I can tell about the monuments of government houses that are built, both for the governor and deputy. I'm one of the best digitalized governor's office in Nigeria. I can tell you about the best international stadium in West Africa. I can tell you about the free and compulsory education that I did for all Nigerians. I can tell you about the unity I brought in religion by sponsoring over 5,800 Muslims to the Holy Land and over 12 to 15,000 Christians to Rome and to Jerusalem. But then, those who are aspiring as presidential candidates and trying to cause division with their mouths, using the social media, tell them to resolve the small crisis in the smallest party they have in Nigeria first, before they come to talk about the larger Nigeria. But for the social media, it is unregulated. I wish you luck as you have a field day.
That was violent. Let me take this tweet. From Voice of the Oppressed, he wrote, misplaced priorities in his achievements mentioned in this video when he was governor. For example, 1, sent thousands of Muslims to Hajj and thousands of Christians to Rome and Israel for pilgrimage. The question is, what value does it add to GDP? 2, building the largest stadium in the West Africa in a country where our local league is crippled. 3, bragging of building of government houses for privileged few in this 21st century in a country where it's at brim of collapsing. Nigerians will never get it right until they stand up against all these odds that have bent to impoverish them from cradle to the grave. I mean, that was a loaded tweet as well, but yes, I think he was.
I think with due respect,
quickly.
Whatever he has spent on the pilgrims, you know, I think he should go and get that money. I know that money is gone, but if possible, we should get them back and he could use it to fix schools and do things that are more important. You see, these leaders don't even understand the basic and the most important things, which are services to humanity, hospitals, schools, and the likes. And these are things that make a society. Awolowo's free education to today, we still talk about it. Bragging about building a stadium. Yes, okay, to attract people to play. But what about having an ancillary football team also there to be able to run out of the place?
That's it.
Then he talked about a hospital. Can he recommend that hospital for president?
Is it the 41 billion?
I can't remember.
Hospital, yeah.
I want him,
know
since he said he's built an hospital, and the hospital is working, he should recommend the hospital for President Tinubu for his health checks. Because if you can build such a hospital, I don't see why President Tinubu...
According to Frank Shaibu's comment,
all right, will have health checks anywhere else. So please, he should recommend that hospital for President Tinubu, but it just shows you that the priority is always different.
All right.
And these politicians keep talking like it's their money. It's not your money.
Yeah.
If you sell Obi to regale you with the things he did, we'll be able to tell you the things he did with the people's money.
Yes.
So it's not, I did it.
Yes.
I did it. No. If you brought out money from your pocket, we will be able to know.
All right.
So that's just it, pure and simple. But you should recommend that hospital for president.
You should recommend. That was Frank Shaibu. Vimbai has not spoken, and we really have very little time. A comment quickly, then we move, because I know you want to do your Enugu
I always
story.
like to say two things can be true.
Yes.
Akpabio is doing well
Yes.
as a state. That's the honest truth. We cannot take away from that. You visit Uyo, and Uyo as the capital, and even on the fringes outside of Uyo, Akpabio is, I believe in the past 6 years, the IGR has increased by over 170%. Having said that, I also think that it's not necessary to use some of these platforms to attack somebody who is not in the Senate. I understand if it was a debate happening within the Senate floor about opposition or about other things, but to bring that conversation into whatever was happening in the Senate at that moment, I think may have been misplaced. However, having said that, does the Labour Party drama need to be resolved? It does.
All right.
And this is what's happening with opposition parties across Africa. We spoke about Hakainde Hichilema here earlier, the Zambian opposition who came into power, and now America is cutting aid because they are unable to regulate the theft of medicine that is being donated by the US. So opposition parties also need to get their house in order. So
Absolutely.
two things
I
can
like
be
that
true
point.
at the same time.
Quick comment, less than 20 seconds.
Mrs.
Vimbai, Mutiri Ekpeyon. That's why I had to make
You're calling me by my government name. Am I safe?
No, I just wanted to say I don't expect you
No, but mine is Cross River, not
what's the difference?
Okay, go ahead.
When I went to school in Cross
next
River,
one state,
the two states were the same. But, I agree with you that, there's been a lot of transformation in the Akwa Ibom state. But one thing to say quickly, I don't think anybody should claim sponsorship of pilgrimages as an achievement. Now, we have said it again and again. That Section 10 of the Nigerian Constitution says there shall be no state religion. And that is what we have always said, that state governments have no business sponsoring anybody on pilgrimage. Religion is a personal orthodoxy. If you want to go to Israel or you want to go to Saudi Arabia, sponsor yourself. So it's not something anybody can claim as achievement. Number two, very quickly also, the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium has been very useful to Nigeria.
Okay.
That is a very visible achievement. It's right to claim that. Number three is about Mr. Peter Obi. Now, yesterday I said he has not committed any offense with what he said.
Yes.
Okay, he says the labor of our leaders past is now in vain and all of that. That is his personal opinion. He's saying that Nigeria is a country that have not met its potential, that has not fulfilled the dream of the founding fathers. How is that a crime?
Yes.
Okay? So, and then all this comparison and all of that, the focus should be at that plenary on Pa Edwin Clark.
Correct.
Because that was the occasion,
Correct.
Pa Edwin
Well
Clark.
said.
And then the Senate president was saying he was speaking in the voice of Pa Edwin Clark.
I didn't.
How do we know that?
I don't know. No, he said it. He said it during the presidency.
He's the AI version of Pa Edwin Clark.
How does he know that?
How do we know that?
I mean,
that
seriously.
is what Pa Edwin Clark,
Well,
now
all
blessed
right.
memory,
Well,
will
all
have
right.
said.
All
They
right.
should just leave Peter Obi alone.
This is it.
He can express himself.
Right.
He's a citizen.
Like we said yesterday, we always have to speak truth to power.
Seriously.